All right, pre-show shenanigans. This is a very special episode of the Waterboy podcast. It is episode 300 today, the big 300, which rough guesstimates typically 2 episodes a week for the past now
Year and a half, 2 years, year and a half.
well, according to the numbers, if we've been going twice a week, we're on episode 300.
Yeah.
So 150 weeks, that's 3 years. That does check out with
Yeah.
where we're started at. So everything is in line there. But episode 300, this is an episode when we first started this out 3 years ago. I really never thought we'd even get to episode 30, if even, let alone 300. But for anyone listening right now,
Look, this definitely is an area code. We'll start it. 300 is definitely an area code for some phone number.
Yeah, we should be
We are
getting
in
into the
area code. We are in area code territory.
All right, I just Googled 300 area code. The area code 300 is not in use.
Well,
damn it.
You know what? We'll be getting, I know for a fact, we'll be getting into the Los Angeles area code pretty soon.
301, I believe, is Anaheim. So we will be making many, many jokes towards the Angels next episode. Yeah. So stay tuned for that, folks. But episode 300, we've come a long way. And to anyone listening right now, maybe been following us since the beginning of the journey, or if this is your first time listening to us right now, doesn't matter. We all appreciate you over here at the Waterboy Pod. Everett, myself, and the unnamed intern, we three appreciate all the support we have gotten over the years from everybody. And, you know, I would say last little thing, being serious, when we started on this podcast, a big thing was I got into podcasting in general when like COVID started. And I was trapped inside for that start of COVID a little bit, especially. And when that happened, I was sitting there listening to like Pardon My Take. And I was like missing this conversation aspect, the lunch table conversations you have with your boys going back to like high school, middle school, just that little fun time where you have a friend who is so staunch on the fact that James Harden is a top 3 NBA player all time, and you just have to let him run with it. And it's those conversations. Those are the reasons why we keep doing this. And the whole point of this is to hopefully give you guys an hour or an hour and a half of your day where you can just sit back, relax, and joke around. We're not taking ourselves too seriously, clearly, over at the Waterboy Pod. And hopefully we give you guys a little outlet to have some fun, laugh a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully you feel like you're a part of the conversation.
Yeah, no. That's the whole point. We want this to feel like you're involved in these conversations as well. We want it to have this communal aspect with the Waterboy faithful. And
we definitely did it with St. Juice. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, and now that we're 300 episodes in, we've made many friends along the way. Shout out Scott Lenahan.
Shout out Parker Fox as well.
Shout out Parker Fox. We've made many friends.
Armando as well. He can get a shout out. Yeah,
never forget our Baycott. He was, I think,
he was number one. He was the first one.
Yeah, he's like the first athlete I can remember commenting on our stuff. Another shout out to Andrew Sendejo. Had to shout out for the
massive shout out to Andrew Sendejo for
we just got to shout out some legends over here on the Waterboy Pod.
Shout out Quan. Shout out Sincere.
Shout out Quan. Shout out Sincere. Shout out Shay. Shout out Nick. Shout out our highest or most recurring guest, Chadwick Bailey. Special shout outs to everybody involved. Also, you know what? Shout out to our very first guest ever, DJ. Just shout out everybody right now.
Yeah.
We want to also shout out Kentucky's finest Duke fan, Perry. We got a lot of legends over here on the Waterboy Pod. But in Waterboy Pod fashion, we're not just going to give you guys a pre-show and just make it all, sentimental and emotional.
Absolutely
no, you're not here for that.
No, absolutely not.
So in Waterboy fashion, Everett and I are going to go back and forth listing white running backs and role player point guards until one of us can't get
a point guards. That's a safety valve. That's a safety valve. I'm going to
run out of running back names quite quickly, and we'll be turning to the point guards very soon. But yeah, we'll just go. You want to go first?
No, I'll let you go first, considering you're apparently limited.
All right, I'll go first. I'm just gonna go with biggest names possible. We're starting off hot. Christian McCaffrey,
Rex Burkhead.
That was literally the next one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Peyton Hillis.
Zach Zenner. Oh, don't tell me you're already gone.
Danny Woodhead.
Toby Gerhart.
White. White is right. White is right.
Whoa.
Give me another. Whoa. Give me another white running back.
I might have to put a pitch clock on this.
Scatterbo. All right.
He's not in the NFL yet.
White running back. That was the rules.
We stipulated NFL
white
guys.
Running back. Well, we can go back. I'm pretty sure it was white running back, and then white. I think I did say NBA point guard, not just point guard. I'll put a finger up on that one. But Cam Scatterbo.
All right, he's soon to be in the NFL. I will let it slide. But that is a strike, Grant. That is a strike. Zach Line.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of strikes coming up soon here. Let me tell you.
Zach Line.
I have no idea who that is. Literally zero clue.
Zero clue.
I know I could pull something. I know I could pull something right now. Nope, use check. That's a fullback.
Nope. Come on, buddy. I believe in you.
Stop talking. Let me think. I don't know why I'm thinking Buffalo Bills. There's no way there's ever been a white running back for the Buffalo Bills.
I really don't think so. We could do fullbacks. I count fullbacks.
Carson Steele. Badass award of the year. Carson Steele.
That was a
tough pull. How did
that was using your bag there. You were in your bag there.
Deep into the bag on that one.
Kyle Juszczyk.
Well, that's a fullback.
I just said we can count, like they're the same kind of group. They all played. He's played a running back. He's played running back snaps for them.
No. He is your main blocker in power. All right. He
has played running back snaps for them.
Okay, maybe a couple, sure, but no, that's not a running back.
Whoa.
Juszczyk doesn't count. No.
Come on.
No, he's not a running back. He's a fullback. He's not a running back. I literally just said Juszczyk before. I was like, no, he's a fullback. I can't do him.
Fuck. Who's the Jets guy? Jets have a guy.
I'm not the person to be asking for this. I have no clue. Bilal Powell.
No.
Ivory.
Fuck. The Jets have a guy right now. He took Braylon Allen touchdowns this year. He stole Braylon Allen touchdowns this year. Am I allowed to look at the Jets' current depth chart?
You can't Google it. What? Hell no.
Well, I know he's on the Jets. I just don't know his name.
Well, great. Well, you got to find this name. You got to pull it out somewhere.
All right, Austin Reeves.
We've already gone.
We're going over.
I might be smoking on this one. Alex Caruso.
Fuck, that was my next one. Dante DiVincenzo.
Solid one. White chocolate.
White Mamba.
Brian Scalabrine, not a guard. That's forward.
We're just doing point guards? Luka.
Guards. That counts. I'm not entirely sure about the last name. I was about to say an Ole Miss legend, so I was about to. I don't know last name for certain. JJ Barea.
Does G League players count?
Sure.
Jack Golke.
I don't think he's in the G League, but I'll count that. Steve Blake.
God damn it.
Good luck getting me on this one. Good luck.
Well, you took out my active list of running backs that I had. Does Matt Asiata count running back wise? He is Polynesian, so I don't know where we put the line there.
No, it doesn't count.
Fuck. All right. God, I think we need to put a pitch clock down. This is probably hurting me more than anything. Shit.
I'm ready to roll, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I can see it in your eyes.
Six. I got
You
six
got
on my
six
head
on standby.
right
Fuck. I need a count. You need to count and count me down. I need the pressure here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Brady Dick is not a point guard.
5, 4.
Grayson Allen.
3. There we go. We needed Grayson Allen out of you. That was good.
Fuck.
That was good.
That was close.
We needed that out.
Although
of you.
I am definitely fucked on this next pass, though. It's
while you just sent me down a Duke path of thinking. So JJ Redick was not of my 6 names, but you just inspired me. So now I'm jumping in. JJ Redick.
No, fuck, dude. Damn it. It was Jerry West.
Okay, that plays Reed Shepherd.
Golden State head coach.
Steve Kerr.
Steve
Kerr. There we go. That's a solid one. I was about to say Sasha Vujacic, not a point guard. So we are going to go with oh my God, I just unlocked a face. Let me think of it's Luke something. It's Luke something. What is this? I just unlocked a face. I literally just remembered it. Luke Ridnour. Let's go, baby. Come on. Give me Ridnour.
Old Lakers head coach and Kings head coach played on the Lakers during Kobe.
Walton is a forward.
Fuck. I thought he was a 2. Fuck.
Point forward. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
him in the bar.
Yeah.
Well, every player on that team by nature was a point something because you would just pass the ball to Kobe. So everyone on the Lakers was considered a passer.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I'm going deep into I'm going to the 80s and 90s right now. I'm trying to think. Fuck. Utah Jazz. John Stockton.
Oh my God. All right. We are really, really going way back.
I'm going. I don't.
All right. If
I'm
you're
not
doing
the basketball guy here. I'm going. I gotta go.
If you're doing that, I'm gonna whip out a Bulls legend on those teams. Great role player, James Paxton.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. It was gonna be one of those guys. Shit.
I just thought Mike Miller, the killer, he is a small forward.
That's my problem. I get all my small forwards and shooting guards kind of mixed up. So you kind of nowadays.
Just give me one more. Give me one more.
I know.
I know you have it.
Dude, I'm going deep in the bag.
Give me one more.
We're going through point guards now.
I know I could get one more out of you. You got one more in you. I know you got one more in you.
Oh shit.
Saying JJ Barea hurts because that's one that anybody our age can just pull.
Yeah, you stole that from me.
Okay. A foreign legend on the Cleveland Cavaliers 2016. Give you a massive hint. He is not American, white guard.
I'll be honest. The first time you said that, I don't know why my brain went straight to Jeremy Lin.
Oh God, no.
Oh God.
I can't tell you the country because it will immediately give it away.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He has a beard.
No, there's a guy in the Mavs. There's a guy in the Mavs. Oh fuck. There was a guy in the Mavs late 2000s, early 2010s.
I think you're thinking of JJ Barea.
Oh, was it JJ Barea? Dude, fuck.
Never forget when JJ Barea clamped LeBron James in the 2011 NBA Finals. Never forget. I'll never forget. That's why MJ is my GOAT, because of JJ Barea.
Yeah, I'm out. I concede. I know you wanted
Matthew Dellavedova.
You that was your reserves.
That was my hit for you. I was trying to help you with that Cavs.
I gotta figure out. Let me see who this Jets. I want to see who this Jets running back is, though.
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea who you're talking about.
I need to see it. I need to see who this Jets running back is.
Have no idea.
Andrew, well, that's a tight end. Hold on. Running backs. Oh no!
Now, maybe, like if you said Brock Bowers, I might have had to given it to you because he's.
I think I was thinking of Isaiah Davis, but Isaiah Davis is just light skin, so that's not. It's not right. Yeah. I mean, Kyle Juszczyk, he technically has taken running back snaps.
That's fullback.
No, but he's taken running back snaps.
But would anyone care if you asked 15 random people who were NFL fans and you just said to them, Kyle Juszczyk, what position does he play? How many of those people are saying running back, Everett? Be honest.
Probably not many. True. Very true. I want to just in honor before we get into the episode. I'm just going to go through the NFL quote unquote running backs. All right. Paul Hornung and Jim Taylor.
This should be a short, finite list. So
there's 15. There's 15. Daryl Johnson.
More than I thought. So
John Capoletti, Craig James, Matt Suey, Tom Matt, Peyton
Tom
Hills.
Matt. His name is Tom Matt.
We both should have gotten this. Mike Allstott. We both should have gotten Mike Allstott. That was a miss. Ed Podolak, Tom Rathman, Merrill Hodge, Mark Van Egan, Rocky Blair, Larry Kostka, and John Riggins. Ah, yes, everybody knows John Riggins.
Oh, Tim Riggins' father, of course.
Yeah, 90% of those players were in like the 70s, Grant. So
yeah, okay.
So just throwing that out there.
That should explain that a little bit.
Yeah. Anyways,
slight explanation for it all. But yeah, no, that was for you, Water. That was for you,
Waterboy faithful, right there. There you go.
You guys earned that right there. But all right, without further ado, time for the episode. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to one of the most important episodes in the history of the Waterboy podcast. Today's episode 3.
No, you can finish. I just know what we're going to start off with.
Today is episode 300, and the greatest weekend or day stretch in sports starts today, folks. March Madness begins today. And also, the Los Angeles Dodgers are 2-0, Everett. 2-0 to start the year. We'll take that.
They are.
We'll take
that. And if we don't win the World Series, it is Grant's fault, and we'll tell you why later in the episode.
We'll
tell you
dive
why.
Into that in a second.
Grant, I want to start off with this.
Variables here,
there is no better way, Grant, no better way to start episode 300 than with this. And if I'm wrong, you know what? The unnamed intern can take my spot. I'm putting everything on the line right here with this one.
You're putting your seat on the line.
I'm putting my seat on the line.
On this show.
My mic is on the line. Grant, we are starting with this year's Masters Club dinner, Grant. It has been released. Scottie Scheffler's Master Club dinner has been released. And obviously there's been no better dinner than Tiger Woods' dinner. That is the ultimate Masters dinner. That's the top of the top. But Grant, I think we just need to grade this. All right. We need to grade this. I don't think by your reaction, you've seen it yet. So I
have seen it.
You have.
I'll be honest.
I have seen it. So that kind of takes away a little bit of fun, but we're going to go through it for all of you, you at home listeners, first time caller, a long time listener.
This is literally my favorite part about the Masters.
The Masters, is the Masters dinner. Yeah.
And just seeing the prices of like the concessions at the Masters. Those are literally my favorite part.
Very, very true.
All right, I got his dinner up.
Can you pull up his previous, because this is not his first
I'm going to try to get.
I want to see what his previous
he won like
dinner.
2 years ago.
I want to see his previous dinner. That's what I am. That's really what I want to see, because I know that the skillet cookie at the end here. I'm leaking it a little bit, but skillet cookie. I know that's a staple of his.
I have the last Scottie Scheffler dinner.
Okay.
I don't have his one.
I have that one. I have it up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
I'll go through I'll go through this one, and then we'll compare to the previous one. I think that's better.
Okay. I think there should only be like an add-on or two. But
okay.
Sure.
So the appetizers here We got cheeseburger sliders served
and
Scottie
firecracker
style.
shrimp.
Yep. But the cheeseburger sliders are served Scottie style. I do not
they
know
will
what
also
that
serve
means.
Scottie style back
Don't
in
know what that
2023.
means. I hope that means Scottie Scheffler's just back on the grill back there. He's just cooking up everybody's
Only
sliders.
those invited will find out.
Well, no. Yeah. No, that's the key here. And also Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites.
New addition.
Okay, new add-on. It says
new addition.
Pecorino cheese and tomato basil sauce. First course, Grant.
New addition.
Texas style chili, cheddar cheese, jalapenos, and corn chips.
New.
Okay.
He went with the tortilla soup last time.
Oh, so still similar vibes. He's corn chips in this one. Same corn chips in this one.
Yeah. So the last one, crispy tortilla strips in his tortillas.
Okay, so basically the same thing. Tortillas are typically made of corn, so same thing, just renamed. Main course: wood-fired cowboy ribeye or blackened redfish. Family style macaroni cheese and jalapeno creamed corn, soy glazed Brussels sprouts, chipotle lime roasted sweet potatoes.
Okay, so some slight differences. First things first. Vegetables, fried Brussels sprouts on the last one. What was it you just said?
Soy glazed Brussels sprouts.
Okay, so instead of the fried, he went with the soy glaze, a little bit of a healthy option. I'd imagine.
I'll be honest, I think those soy glazed ones might be better. They might be better. Because I know those things are going to put in the oven too.
Well, so no one likes Brussels sprouts, so let's just.
Oh no, I'll be honest. I do like if you go to a barbecue place and they got Brussels sprouts there, those will be the best damn Brussels sprouts you ever.
Brussels sprouts that you enjoy, or is it just all the barbecue seasoning that's
they don't
on the Brussels sprouts?
No. You have to. Hey, next time you're in New Orleans, I'm taking you to the barbecue places here.
I have a quick question on these Brussels. Quick question on your Brussels sprouts, not
fried
Scottie's.
Brussels sprouts.
Are they plain Brussels sprouts in this?
No, they're not barbecue season, but like some salt and pepper. They put whatever like balsamic vinegar on it, and they throw it in the oven.
In some good oil, some nice.
Yeah, probably, but they're putting some balsamic vinegar on it or something. But like, still, either way, I enjoy the Brussels sprouts.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can have this debate.
You haven't had Brussels sprouts until you've had them from a barbecue place, a southern barbecue place. More specifically,
I think that's implied. You just had
to stipulate
a northern barbecue,
a Californian barbecue. I'm not so sure, Grant. Not so
Those
sure.
Don't exist.
We might have to test the waters when I'm out this summer. We'll have to figure that one out. But wrapped it up here with a warm chocolate chip skillet cookie. That I know.
Oh wait, whoa! We're still going.
Oh, we're still going on the main course. My bad. I leaped too fast.
Now he opted for sweet potato this year. Is there any specification on the sweet potato? Sweet potato fries, maybe a sweet potato puree,
roasted sweet potatoes. I'm guessing that means like fingerling sweet potatoes.
Is he just like serving a baked sweet potato? What?
Chipotle lime? No, I'm guessing those they're like little like fingerling like potatoes. Like they're like diced up a little bit. Like
some wedges, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Okay. That's what I feel.
Okay, yeah. So he just went with the classic fries last year, which I don't think you're going to get any complaints out of anybody for having fries as one of the sides during your dinner. But he still has the blackened redfish option that remains untouched. Must have been pretty nice. But this ribeye steak, I got to get some details. So the original first ribeye he had was labeled, quote, Texas ribeye steak. Can you give me the exact wordage for this steak?
Wood-fired cowboy ribeye.
Okay, now that just immediately sounds a lot better than Texas ribeye steak. It could be the exact same thing. Literally nothing changed at all in the preparation except the name, and I'd prefer the cowboy ribeye steak a million times over the Texas ribeye steak.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Now he's also finishing off with a warm chocolate chip skillet cookie. And now this is one thing that I noticed, and as a Californian myself, this is something I would not be aware of, and I was hoping you could educate me on this a little bit. But I have every single Masters dinner for the past decade pulled up right now, and I was
we're going to be talking about one specifically directly following this, by the way.
Okay, so I was just
as we do every year,
looking at some other ones that I was just also a little bit interested in terms of some similarities. I need to pull it up real quick. Where is Mr. Jordan Spieth? Where is he? Where's Spieth? When did Jordan Spieth win the Masters?
I don't know if he has won the Masters.
I know he has.
It would have been like a decade ago.
Okay, 2016. Oh yeah, no, he was like
so it was basically a decade ago.
No, literally. But like Jordan Spieth was like 23 years old, winning majors. Everyone thought he was gonna be the next GOAT, and he like hasn't won a major in like 8 years. So his peak was actually at 24, folks. He's like a Call of Duty player.
It's about us in a year, Grant, is when he was peaking.
He's literally a Call of Duty player in that sense, where the second you hit 23, you're washed. But okay, Jordan Spieth's 2016 dinner. Okay. He went with the authentic Texas barbecue. But once again, chocolate chip cookie in the skillet. If I also have this, no, I thought Bubba Watson did it as well, but he didn't.
No. Bubba Watson's got quite literally the worst
dinner
possible
in history.
You have a full year to come up with this, by the way.
Anything you want.
And it's not only did he come up with the worst dinner once, he ran it back a second time.
He ran it back. He ran it back. Zero shame. Has no idea what the word shame is.
Do you have his dinner? Can you just quickly state what his dinner was so everybody
I just
who
had
at
to
least
quickly
doesn't
confirm.
knows?
Yes, the exact same for both meals. Served 2 years apart.
No modifications, no additions, no changes in names, nothing. Just
starting off first course, the traditional Caesar salad, no notes added. Just that the traditional Caesar salad, no specifications. Next up, grilled chicken breast with green beans, mashed potatoes, corn, mac and cheese, and cornbread. He ran that back the exact same thing 2 years later.
Your mouth's going to be so dry after that main course.
Yeah, and then he tops it off with confetti cake.
Confetti cake of all desserts. Confetti cake.
Yeah.
What would be what would be like the next lowest standard of this possible desserts? No slander against confetti cake. I was a big confetti cake kid, but still, like, would it be like a cupcake? Like, what is like next?
Okay, let me look at some of these next desserts.
I think there's mochi on one of those ones.
I'm saying I would guess that would be on Tiger's.
Tiger or Hideki.
No, Tiger just had the greatest dinner spread.
Yeah, he did have the greatest dinner spread of all time.
Okay, I'm looking at these other desserts. What could possibly be worse? And I was about to say Danny Willett. The last thing listed was coffee and tea, but right above that is apple crumble pie. So that would be the dessert, not the coffee and tea. I would say it's either the confetti cake or it might just be the classic vanilla ice cream sundae.
Oh,
back in 20.
Yeah, that's like, a little too basic.
That might, like, I'll be honest. All these dessert options look excellent.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
I'll be like, no one missed on dessert. From what
it's really hard to miss on dessert. It's really hard.
Very difficult
to mess that up. Very hard.
I to be honest, I think this chocolate chip cookie with ice cream is the most plain dessert, and that might be excellent.
Yeah,
but that still sounds excellent.
No, it does. It really does.
So if that's
it might
floor,
be. It has to be vanilla ice cream. That might have to be the floor.
We're eating good, folks.
So at least the cookie comes with ice cream. The ice cream, if you just do sundae, it's just ice cream.
In my opinion, best dessert, not even close, would have to go to Hideki Matsuyama's Japanese strawberry shortcake. That looks like the best.
That also, that whole dinner seemed excellent.
Oh yeah, no,
excellent.
Okay, take notes, future Masters winners like Scottie. If you win again, take notes. Listen to what Hideki did. Okay, appetizers, assorted sushi, sashimi, and nigiri, yakitori chicken skewers. That's your appetizers. That's
like a dinner course in itself.
Tiger, haven't seen you in a few months. How's it going, man? That's what you're eating for those introduction conversations. Then moving on, this is first course. Okay, I need to make this clear. This is the first course. This is not the main course. This is the first course. Miso glazed black cod. That is the first course.
So bro pulled up Nobu.
Yeah, so miso glazed black cod, that comes after you stuff your stomach filled with as much sushi and sashimi you could possibly imagine. Now time for the main. and I apologize for butchering this pronunciation. Miyazaki?
I don't look
know,
at me.
But I know Wagyu. I know that word. I know that one. A5 Wagyu beef ribeye with mixed mushrooms and vegetables.
Ooh.
Served in a Sancho daikon ponzu sauce. Absolutely no clue what that last sentence meant. No clue what's in that sauce, but I will be
eating it. It's good. I know it's good.
Eating it. No idea what's in it, but I will be eating it.
Yeah.
And then Japanese strawberry shortcake at the
end. Now, look,
Grant
and I might be biased. Both Grant and I love Japanese food to begin with, and I know that's not everybody's forte, but I think by far that and Tiger's dinners are completely unmatched.
Yeah.
Leagues of their own. Leagues of
Tigers, very quick. Tigers, starting course, the Augusta roll.
Yeah.
Shrimp tempura, spicy tuna, avocado, eel sauce, tempura flakes, with ginger, wasabi, and soy sauce on the side. So you're essentially just getting a rainbow roll with spicy tuna added in it too, because screw it, why not? We can. It's the Masters.
Yeah, it's the one dinner where you quite literally have like an unlimited budget. You can do whatever you want.
And then
which is also just more so crazy. Bubba Watson, you could get anything that you wanted, and you went with grilled chicken.
Just the term grilled chicken is like the least appetizing two words ever said in culinary history.
A 6-year-old pick the menu for a really great dinner. Even then, the 6-year-old would at least probably put chicken tenders on there, which
I
actually would say is better than grilled chicken.
100%. By far. No, that is what a 30-year-old who never like developed a tasting palate.
A palate, yeah.
But it's it's grown up enough food.
It's like hamburger no bun status, Grant. Throwback, by the way. Hamburger.
To agree. That's way more legendary. That's a way more legendary than anything we've said on the show so far.
That should be the callback. If you guys know, you know.
Yeah. But these Masters dinners are absolutely unreal, unbelievable. But yeah, that's probably the longest Masters segment we'll ever give the Waterboy faithful.
I mean, anything that we do, period, you have to give credit to the Masters dinner. Like that is like one of the top things of the year.
Literally the Masters dinner and the concession food prices at the Masters are my two favorite things.
The only things that top that is when you get to Sunday and it's like close and you're getting to that last
hole. I'll be honest, the only thing that tops those two things about the Masters is the Masters app and broadcast itself. Everett, it is the greatest. Forget sporting event app. It's the greatest application that has ever been created and produced for the public.
I will say, when March Madness rolls around and you get all the free streams and True TV comes back, pretty good application too. It's free. I don't know how they're doing it this year because I know YouTube TV is supposed to have some problem with it, but at least every other year, March Madness also does a pretty good job.
Yeah. March Madness, they do a relatively good job. The one thing I'm going to give this to the Masters though is you do not need any cable provider to watch a Masters live stream. If you just Google it, Masters live stream and you just click masters.com live stream, it doesn't ask for any login. You're watching and you can watch anything you want. If you want to customize it, I only want to watch, Tiger's not playing, but in a hypothetical world where he is, I only want to watch Tiger play. Well, guess what? You can only watch Tiger play. I only want to watch.
Also, though, whenever
Scheffler play,
the amateurs come around too in the Masters too, like that.
Oh, I got a shout out.
Content.
I need to make
Ohio State guy from last year.
Neil Shipley, gotta shout him out. Absolute legend. That's the type of guy. He's so easy to root for. I just saw a little clip of him in full swing, the golf like Drive to Survive, like
the
documentary, that quarterback thing.
Yeah.
And when the couple of clips I heard of him, he literally just seems like he would be like
average guy.
Someone me or you used to play Black Ops 3 Zombies together with, and just the normalest guy who happens to be a really good golfer. He just happens to be very good at golf, but he's just a homie. And so for that, I will always be rooting for Neil Shipley forever. I think he also broke the amateur record recently at the Masters. I think he set amateur record.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about his accomplishments. We're here to talk about him as a human and the bro.
Yeah, but all right. Before we get on to Dodgers baseball, because I know we're going to talk about that, I just wanted there's two things NFL related that I want to go over real quick. And obviously the NFL draft is quickly approaching. But Grant, we have a couple submitted rule changes proposals for the NFL this year. First of all, we got Green Bay potentially trying to ban the tush push. Detroit wanting to remove an automatic first down for defensive holding and illegal contact penalties. Ironic that's coming from Detroit because, you would get a lot of illegal contact penalties. I don't know, trying to break people's kneecaps. And then Philadelphia wants to change overtime rules in the regular season to mimic the postseason, which honestly, I am massively with that. That should already be a thing. I also agree with Green Bay. I think the tush push should be banned. I don't love watching the same team do that repetitively on the goal line, even though, yes, should they be allowed to do it because they're good at it? Yes, they should be. But as a fan, I just hate watching it. I hate watching it. It's not even because it's like, oh, they're better at you than doing it. They're better. They can do it. Like, just get, cry about it. I don't care. Like, if you're good at it, do it. But as a fan, just as a pure enjoyment perspective of the sport, would I rather watch them dive straight up the middle like that or throw a fade to the left and just watch A.J. Brown and whoever else go at it? I would much rather watch the fade, Grant. I would much rather watch a fade pass or Saquon Barkley trying to run it in rather than just a tush push. So, but we have those rule changes and then Grant.
Wait.
You have a comment.
Did they ban the tush push? I'm sorry.
The rule. It's being proposed to ban it.
And okay.
Which I support, even though I get the argument that it should not be banned. But
my one question about that is like, as a USC fan, I thought the Reggie Bush tush. I thought after that the rule. What am I the crazy one here? I remember a Pop Warner football game where my team got flagged for trying to push the running back into the end zone.
There's some difference.
When did the rule just get
maybe
removed?
It's out of an off, maybe it's a certain formation they were using or something. Like I don't know, but they did change the rules a while ago where it's like you can't, like, before you had an issue with like you players could not be like pushed forward, dragged forward by the offensive line, and then they kind of went really soft on that one year, and then from then on it's just kind of been like they haven't enforced it or the rule changed. I don't remember which one it was, but anyways. Yeah, the I don't know if you have another comment on that, but
well, yeah, okay, real quick, just banning the tush push. Like, I objectively, well, first I'm interested why the Packers are the team that are like, let's get this shit banned. The
Packers are the ones who have stopped it before.
Well, yeah, like I'm thinking of that, but also like, yeah, I mean, in your conference, but there's some other teams that I should feel like be larger proponents of banning the tush push than the Packers, but that's beside.
Well, maybe they needed a team that was kind of on the outside to push it for, because they're like, hey, if you do it, more people will vote.
That could be it. Yeah, who? Maybe the Giants were calling up Packers like, we can't be the team who does this because it will make us look so unbelievably soft, and like we just let them take Saquon. So like, could you guys do it?
Literally, yeah. Them or the Chiefs were like, yo, we just lost the Super Bowl to them. We can't do it. We can't do it either.
Yeah. But real quick on just ban the tush push. Do I think it is soft to try to ban a play because you can't stop it? 1,000,000%. That is very soft. It is very soft. That this is what's propelling it to be banned. And like, because hey, if other teams could run the tush push as effectively, they would, and they would not be trying to have it banned. But only the Eagles do it. I'm not going to get in here like why I think tush push works. It's Landon Dickerson, folks. It's not Jalen Hurts or the guy pushing him. It's Landon Dickerson. But regardless, I think it's really soft to try to ban this play. However, I feel like this should have been banned to begin with many, many years ago. So I'm fine with it being banned. But the circumstances of it getting banned because the Eagles are the only team that could run it, I do think that is soft. Yes.
I mean, I think it's soft, but at the same time, I'm like, even like from a pure football perspective, and even from like more specifically from a fan perspective, like I don't enjoy watching them run the tush push.
Like, no, yeah, it's not.
I don't
fun.
enjoy watching that.
There was a slight period of time where I was like, "Oh, this is man football," and then as I've watched it for like 3 straight years now, I've realized this isn't man football anymore. It's like you saw the Frankie Louvu jumping over like 15 times. Like even the Super Bowl, like the Chiefs linemen are like lined up sideways. Like,
yeah.
It's like, this isn't football anymore. It has now evolved into just a new thing. This isn't, it's like the best way I could describe it is like a rugby scrum. I don't know the wordage, but you know that play where they just drop the ball and they have to like push each other. That's what it looks like. And I'm like, this isn't even football anymore. Like if you are lining up on the 1 yard line, power football, I form, and you got a pulling guard and you're blasting a D tackle out, like that's man football. Look, that gets me as a
QB sneaks. QB sneaks have been in the league forever, and nobody's complaining about that. The difference is QB sneaks. Like if the Eagles are so good at tush push, even without the guys pushing them, they should be good at QB sneaks. They don't need the extra force, right? So there shouldn't be a complaint here.
Actually, great point.
There shouldn't be an issue with banning the tush push, because if you really want to get the first down, your offensive line is clearly good at getting leverage, and you know where to go.
I truly believe it is Landon Dickerson which makes the tush push. Like I truly believe it is him.
And if that's the case, you know, like the difference of having the guys pushing them, it doesn't matter. The difference is they also let the play run for a lot longer when you have guys pushing them, which is also the bigger issue.
You actually just hit it on the head right there, because I was trying to like verbalize that in my head, but I couldn't. On a throwback, a Tom Brady QB sneak, okay? He's taking that ball in center and he's reaching over. Yeah. He's reaching over.
Or like Matthew Stafford, where he like leapt over and like extend like that.
But when Brady has to reach over and extend his hands, Everett, what does that create? That creates a risk of fumble, because you are extending the ball exposed, and to get your first down, to run your sneak, you have to put that risk in play. You have to reach over, or else you're not getting the first. Because in the past, pre-tush push, if you don't reach over and you're just sitting there stallmated, well, refs blowing it down and you're not getting the forward progress first down. The refs blowing that play dead, like old days. Now with the tush push, you just brought this up, Jalen Hurts, he's not trying to reach. He's not trying to extend. So there's no risk fumble. But also, now instead of the ref blowing that shit dead, if there's a stalemate, the ref is expecting a tush push. And so when the stalemate happens, they don't blow the play dead. They expect fat-ass Dallas Goedert to come in and ram the whole line. Like
they give him like another 30 seconds right there. Minimum on top of that play.
That's really the problem. It's the additional time they get on forward progress that's the actual problem. I mean, that shit dead.
That's also like that's the most aggravating part of this, and that's why it's like, you know, okay, obviously if you're good at a play, let the team run it. Like, you know, you shouldn't be complaining just because one team has the ability to run a certain play, another team doesn't. That's football. That's part of the game. But when you get a play that basically bends the rule of football and is changing the rules from what that original concept was, which is a QB sneak, that's not really football anymore. And to like have plays already run for an extra 30 seconds, like that's the thing. Like they expect that, and you end up getting the first down and they just let it go and you get like another 6 yards. Like, yeah. That's not really the point of football. Like if you're running a sneak or anything out of that formation, the whole point of that is most likely to just get a first down or get the touchdown. It shouldn't be to get that additional 10 yards. If the other team doesn't want to tackle you, that's different. But like, it shouldn't be because they're not trying to, and that you're not in a stalemate, just fucking generally going forward because now you have a cornerback matched up on a offensive lineman. But you know, that's the greater thing. Is like the way that the refs like go about it, and the fact that you can still run a QB sneak instead of a tush push. Like, it's a part of the reason why the play is an issue. But I don't know.
But there's so many, like, QB sneak, there's so many factors involved in QB sneak, which like make it a risk, like that reaching over and things. But the tush push, it makes it a like no risk play. If you get what I mean. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's really, it's, I mean, the teams
I think you just hit it there. The problem is forward progress and the refs not blowing the play dead. That's like the real problem.
That is the real issue. And obviously,
the second a stalemate happens, the play should be dead, but that doesn't occur when a tush push is happening.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess technically you don't have to ban it, but I do think you need to change the ways that the rules apply to it. That's the greater thing. Yeah, but the other thing in the NFL I had that I wanted to just kind of talk about real quick, it's not even like a talk about it, but it is kind of like a mention. Grant, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has been in his bag this entire year, not just this offseason. Grant, what if I told you that the Cam Robinson trade actually netted the Vikings picks? They gained picks. So
now remind me of the initial trade to get Cam Robinson.
The Vikings gave up a conditional 5th round pick in exchange for Cam Robinson and a conditional 7th round pick next year.
Oh, wow. I just realized.
Both were 2026 picks, by the way.
Kwesi, him and Jim Harbaugh are really tight from their San Francisco days together.
I didn't realize Kwesi was on the staff then, but that does add up. Yes. I thought he was on it when Kyle
apparently
Shanahan was.
Harbaugh hired Kwesi to the Niners.
Well, there you go.
Did not know that. Keep going.
So, Vikings gave a 2026 conditional 5th and got Cam Robinson and a 2026 conditional 7th. Grant, with Cam Robinson now just signing to the Texans, the Vikings have netted a 4th round comp pick in 2026 So they essentially
fourth.
We traded a 5th round pick for a 4th round comp pick and a 7th round pick.
Yeah, we'll take that. That.
And got to use Cam Robinson for half the season.
Yeah.
That is playing smart ball right there. That is the way you want to see your GM go, unlike the Saints, who don't know how to trade. So, or the Chargers, who don't know how to pick. Sorry, I had to do that. But
what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? What?
Well,
where
that GM's gone. That GM's gone. That GM's gone. All right. Hey, the bad man's gone. The bad man's gone. All right. All right. I just had to throw it out there. I just had to. But the Chargers are picking right ahead of the Vikings this year. And the last time that happened, you guys got Quentin Johnston. So have fun with that.
Yeah, I can't deny we've made awful picks. That's all completely true. There's no debate on that on my end. But
yeah, let's wrap up
on to bigger and brighter.
Let's wrap up here with a little Dodgers baseball talk, as technically season opener has just occurred in Tokyo, Japan. Yeah.
Starting off we are 2-0. We are 2-0. Dodger faithful. Starting off hot. Yama looked excellent in his start, making up for his start in Korea last season. I believe he got through five and maybe a third, 5 2/3. Only giving up 1 run, I believe. The only time he really got pieced up the whole day, he gave up a double. That was like really the only time he got I just used the word shelled. He didn't get shelled. That was the only time he gave up a hit.
1 run. One run.
Yeah. No, Yama looked great. But Roki obviously just pitched, technically his MLB debut. He looked excellent. And one thing that kind of stuck out to me about Roki is the splitter numbers were still there. Still seeing movement both sides, left or right, and to be determined whether or not Roki knows which direction it's going.
That splitter got him out of a jam, though.
Oh yeah, still a 50% whiff rate on his splitter. It is still disgusting, folks, even if he's still pitching back overseas. But one thing I noticed that was kind of interesting to me is that Roki, his fastball velo was up 2 ticks compared to his compared to his last spring training start. And that just had me thinking, are the Dodgers consciously asking Roki, like, take a little heat off the pitching? Now, Roki has never pitched over, I believe, like 110 innings in a season in his baseball career. He's never pitched. He's like Glasnow in that sense, which
just younger, but less prone to injury at this point.
He's not been able to make that many starts in a single season. And so I wonder if the Dodgers are telling him, like, throw 90%. Don't throw 100%. Like, throw 90%.
Well, I also think right now it's just a little bit different because it still is preseason ball in quotations. So even though,
I'm just interested how the velo is like consistently fluctuating this much. Like his very first start, 98 average. Last start, 96. This start, back up to 98. And like, maybe some was just up that one day where he's at 96, but for it to be that consistent, just right back to what it was, I wonder if they asked him that last spring training start, try throwing 90%, see how you feel.
Well, also, I mean, it's a little bit different because this is an actual game. They could have been like, hey, we have a game. Let's keep it a little bit down. To be fair, he only pitched 3 innings in the game today. So it's not like they were asking him to do too much. And I'm assuming that still is a preventative measure. I would assume that Dave would let him go longer and in season. But that's still one of those things. I think they were anticipating the game coming up, and they were probably like, hey, let's cool a little bit because we want you to be fresh. And it's in Japan.
Another thing I saw, which had me interested, it was on Roki's extension. So that is how far away from the pitching mound he releases the baseball.
Yeah. Yep.
And he has an extension of around 7 feet 3 inches, 7 feet 2 inches. That put him in the top 99th percentile or top 1% MLB in terms of extension release point. And his average release point is like almost a foot in front of the MLB average.
And he's not a super tall guy, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'4", he's pretty tall, but
I mean, like Glasnow is
6'8" and has the same extension.
Much longer extremities or expected extremities. So
but because Roki has that late extension, from a batter's eyes, the pitch seems faster. Just they're used to the ball being released a foot further away. And so they're just a tick behind on their timing because they're not used to the ball being released that soon. I'm not explaining this well.
No, I understand. I understand what you're trying to say. It's also
pretty much Roki.
You look at Roki, you're also not expecting. What
I'm saying is 96 from Roki at his release point could feel like 100 from any.
Yeah, because keep in mind, I mean, if it's if it's hard to think about when the ball gets released and it's closer to the mound and it's going at top acceleration as it gets released.
Yeah,
it's gonna feel faster because it's getting to you faster. So because your release is closer to the batter.
Yeah, and every batter, you have it timed up where you probably are beginning your swing path or swing motion when the ball is released from their hand.
Yep.
And if that release point is just closer than what you're used to, you're going to be just a tick slow on your timing. So it's just because of that release, I think, like, if I'm the Dodgers and he's only throwing 96 is still really fast.
It's going to feel like 100.
And Roki's 96 feels like 100. That's why Glasnow is one of the best fastballs. It's only 97. But for him, it feels like 101 because he releases it so late. And so that was just one thing I was looking at Roki, like longevity wise. Hey, that splitter is the pitch. It's great he can throw 100, but it's not the craziest 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It's nothing special in that sense. It's an 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It is special, but compared to other 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, Like he's not throwing Trinan turbo sinkers. Okay. He's not throwing witchcraft wizardry.
I mean, that splitter, it looks like some
That's
witchcraft.
A witchcraft pitch.
That's a witchcraft pitch.
His fastball.
No, that's different. That's different. That's different.
If Roki threw that fastball against Babe Ruth, he would not have been hung for witchcraft. Splitter, oh, you're standing 15 trials and you're not getting out of any of them.
Burning at the stake. You're burning at the stake.
Yeah, and we need to make this public and live. Like, we need to confirm it because, like, you are a threat to the safety of the Salem village.
Boy. But yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't say we learned too much about this Dodgers team this series. I would say it's kind of feels the same way. Runners in scoring position. Still had some problems with that. Obviously, we got to see Roki, so we learned a bit about Roki, and it was good to see Yama didn't get shelled. But Grant, what we started the episode with and what we will end the episode with is this. If the Los Angeles Dodgers do not win the World Series this year, it is Grant's fault. Grant, would you like to explain why?
So last year I stayed up. As a great Dodger fan. I stayed up for Yoshinobu Yamamoto's first MLB start. About 4.5 minutes after Yamamoto made his first pitch in the MLB. I think it was around 5-0 San Diego Padres. I finished that inning. Yamamoto didn't finish the inning. As a fan, I finished watching it. Yamamoto, not as a pitcher. But after finishing that inning, I promptly went to bed. I think I may have sent out some quick text to you and some other of my Dodger friends explaining, guys, I fucked up. Really bad.
Yeah, I remember waking up because the game was still going when I woke up to go to practice, and I saw your text when I was
like, guys, this is really unforgivable. I don't know how I'll ever make it up, but I cursed him. $330 million down the drain, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to stay up to watch this shit, but I did, and I'm sorry. Now, we ended up winning the World Series after that, and Yoshi was disgusting.
Large reason why.
Specifically in the postseason.
Yeah.
So I did not stay up for Roki's start, and Roki proceeded to have a great debut. And so
about the opposite as Yamamoto's.
Yeah, like if we get bounced first round by the Padres.
That or Roki sucks in the playoffs.
Yeah, that could also
either one might apply.
We can extend it to that variable as well. Pretty much I need to watch our new Japanese megastars get shelled in the Asian series for us to win a World Series. That's the conclusion I've made. I need to watch them get absolutely corked. Absolutely destroyed.
We might be able to fix this. Maybe you and I being at a game in person this year will like counterbalance that a little bit. And then that will fix everything.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking like Benny from Sandlot coming in, just hitting dingers after dingers on your head. Like I need to see my guy have that happen to them.
Yeah. Anyways, the Dodgers don't win the World Series, or Roki Sasaki is not good in the playoffs. It is Grant's fault. And with that, we will wrap up episode 300 here. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us, listening to us, watching us on all platforms. We really do appreciate it. Did not think that we would get here, but here we are. We'll continue to do this as long as it is fun for us and enjoyable for you guys. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, rate us 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram at Waterboy Pod. You can follow me and Grant on Twitter at Everest Takes and at Waterboy Grant. We post new episodes every week on YouTube and all podcast platforms. We also post exclusive content on Instagram and on TikTok. So check us out as there as well at the Waterboy Pod. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Waterboy's out.